have a number to call Madonna and say, hey, Madonna?
At 63, Grandma.
Yeah.
Grandma, come from under the bed, Grandma.
Yeah. Grandma, are you stuck? Are you stuck?
Look, just look at me right now. You know what I'm saying? He said, to my imagination, I'm wondering who's taking the picture. And you know what's wild about this, dude? You're going to hear him get into how Madonna kind of came at him. What up? Your partner, Big Boy, Big Boy's Neighborhood. Ladies and gentlemen, it is definitely going down, and you want to check it out. Big Boy's Director's Cuts. That's where we get a chance to grab some of these great interviews that we've had over the years. Interviews that, most interviews, I've never watched. I record them, and I let them go. I send them out into the universe. So what we're doing right now is Big Boy's Director's Cuts. We get a chance to sit back and watch some of these great interviews from your partner Big Boy right here in Big Boy's Neighborhood. As you will see with this 50 Cent Big Boy, as far as this uncut and this director's cut that's going on, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about with some of the things that's coming out of his mouth. I mean, people are catching strays. Madonna caught a stray. Kanye caught a stray. There's an apology to Megan Thee Stallion in this one right here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, 50 Cent, Big Boy's Director's Cut, 52 cents. Let's go ahead and get into it right now, y'all. Hello. I love you.
Big Boy's Neighborhood. All righty now, 50 Cent is in the neighborhood. And fifth, I told you I want to do something what you call 50's 2 cent.
Yeah, let's do
Just certain things that's going on. Bad Bunny throwing a fan's phone into the water. She comes up, she's doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he takes the phone, throw it into the water. What do you feel?
I guess she was uncomfortable with her, taking the picture. You could get agitated at some points, big. Like, everybody's human. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what she did or what she said ahead of that.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Like, we see a snapshot of something. Have you ever taken a phone and threw it in the water?
No.
Do you take pictures with fans?
Yeah, I've taken pictures.
How do you tell a fan no?
Well, even when you say, nah, I'm on my way, they don't necessarily accept you, though.
Right.
And let me tell you just real quick, man. What you're going to see here, these are some topical moments when it comes to this 50 Cent with Big Boy's Director's Cut, right? But the one thing that I can say about 50 is I've had 50 in the neighborhood numerous times. And it feels like about 2 decades now that I've had 50, in the neighborhood. I've seen, and outside the neighborhood, being in Connecticut, going to shows with him, everything. I've never seen this dude turn down a picture. So when we're talking about this right here, I thought to myself, because like I told you, I don't watch my videos back. I haven't watched this video or haven't watched this interview since I sat down with 50 and did this interview. But I did get a chance last night once again, just kind of skip through it. I don't want to watch it because I want to watch it with you, but I did get a chance to kind of skip through it. So there's some things that I'm like, oh, I remember this, or I saw it last night and I know this. But this is one right here where 50 stops and I see him take every picture.
I'm saying, so they get agitated and they say some other shit like, whatever they say, I don't really like you that way anyway.
Yeah, man.
Like, whatever
Do you feel you owe a fan that? You know how people say, oh, it comes with the territory.
Look, it does.
Wow.
It's in exchange for the light bill. Not worrying about the light bill. It's
I heard that. That's good. That's why these are my guys from Japan. I charge them $35,000 to sit in here for this interview.
Watch his face.
I'm just playing fifth.
He looked like he didn't know where the money went. He's like, what?
My dad makes what?
Hey, man. Alrighty, Gabrielle Union just recently revealed that she cheated in one of her past relationships in her first marriage because she was the breadwinner. Alrighty? Since she paid all the bills and she could pretty much do what she wanted. Does the breadwinner have that pass to cheat? And is it crazy coming from Gabrielle Union?
Yeah, that's crazy that she even said that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that it matters who's making more money. I think it matters the terms of the relationship, how you get involved in it, right? Because I think friendship is the strongest form of a relationship. That's why you have friends since first grade, and people place standards. You know what you should ask a person? You should ask them where their concept of a relationship is coming from. Because if their concept is coming from tradition, then it may not naturally match up with the way we live right now. We live in non-traditional times. It's modern times. So if they're using their parents' relationship, as the way it should be,
right.
then chances are that their mom was a little more submissive or different because she couldn't earn the same money when we talking about Gabrielle having more money
Right.
than the person that she was with. And then like I say, and I mean, how it depends on how they come into it. Like, I think nobody complains. Like, if you think, look at this, if women under different circumstances, let's say the woman was a porn star, babe.
Right.
If you dating a woman that was a porn star, there's no such thing as cheating.
Right. Yeah. I've heard people saying in the relationship, like, oh, that's work.
Yeah. Oh, she went to work. Oh, that's
Yeah.
work. Okay, so the way that was work and it didn't matter, if she asked you if you slept with somebody, like, and you say, yeah, but that was nothing. Ain't that the same as that was work?
And see, with me, it depends on who it is. Like, if I knock down like Oprah Winfrey,
Right.
Oh, my Lord.
she can do whatever she wants.
She gonna give you that bag.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Oprah can do whatever she wants. She ain't even gotta lie. Like, she could be leaving the house, and I just be like, "Do you need me to pick you up?" Or, you know what I'm saying?
But look. But do you think that she looks at a man like, if he's not bringing in more than her, that he should be under whatever
I think so.
rules are for saying that? I mean, like, for just saying I was the breadwinner, like, making more money, so now he should just go with whatever I say until she go find something she like,
Right. No, I hear you.
and slide. Like, cause this really what we talking about. This is hoe shit, man. This is like the mentality of someone who's a hoe, because she's saying if you got a bigger bag, then I'll listen.
Right.
I'll stay home. But if their bag ain't right, I'm out. That's hoe talk, man. You know?
That's that be the clickbait. 50 cent calls.
Gabrielle the hoe.
All righty, 52 cents.
You set this up, baby.
Right, no, you went there. 52
look,
cents.
the mentality. Look at
Hey,
the
man,
mentality.
I'm trying to move them on here. Like, bro, please, Jesus Christ, Fifth. Let's move on from here. You know, and it's wild because we just had this conversation on air just today. And the conversation that we had on air today was, what was it, Ani? It was like, do rich men with money, are not looking for love? Yep. You know, and we were talking about that today, that men with money are not looking for love. And the debate was, if a man with money, they're not looking like, oh man, I need to get, in rare occasions possibly, but there's no one to just say, man, I got all this money, I'm multimillionaire, billionaire, and I'm just looking for love. Most dudes with money, and women as well. You know, Oprah didn't marry Stedman, you know what I'm saying? But most men with money are not looking for love. They're looking for somebody to sit on top of their yacht. They're looking for something that's younger that they could play with, whatever it may be. So when you see this breakdown with Gabrielle Union speaking about, you know, the breadwinner, and you know, in the past she was a breadwinner, so she thought that was a role and a reason for her to cheat. And the way that 50's breaking this down, I'm like, damn, we just had this same conversation in a different text. But also, Fifth, I'm trying to move you along, brother. Jesus Christ, come on, bro.
Connected to it.
You still going?
I'm just saying this.
He's dunking it, bro. You set it up.
Jesus Christ, man. We already got the 2 points.
Look. If you say, look, if the guy has to have more money than you for you to be cool or just to sit still, then
We got it.
Big. That means you can't. Big, are you buying this car
Move
or you
on.
leasing?
Right.
You
Yeah, that
paying,
is
you
true.
just giving us some money for her to sit still because you up. In the event you experience a low point, big,
Then what?
then she has the right to go out because she's earning more than you at that point. This is whole shit. Like, we're not saying it that
Not male, female, but just across.
right, like,
Broad stroke.
This is what the hoes would do.
Right.
Under circumstances of now he was up for a second, now he's not, and Junior got more.
Right.
So she rolling over there. But to have Gabrielle say it, it's crazy.
50's 2 cent. Kanye West.
Ooh.
Ah, man. I don't know what to think.
My man said, oh man. And let me paint this picture for you too. This is Kanye West at a moment when Kanye West was, you know, being Kanye West. This is not once you start getting what some people would consider like crazy controversial. You know, even though that's Ye. But, you know, he was speaking about, and as you'll see here, you know, he was kind of tapping on what Ye was saying about, you know, Jewish people and what Ye was saying about that. But it hadn't gotten real crazy, but this was kind of the beginning of some of the rants that we were seeing when it came to Ye.
I don't think, I really didn't know what the goal was.
Yeah.
That one, I didn't know. Because he just was saying everything you're not supposed to say. And I think intentionally first, because remember, it was White Lives Matter first. And then nobody jumps on him because...
Right, yeah. People tried.
Yeah, but it
didn't have that.
It didn't have that effect, but he angered them, he angered some people with that, and then just taking it a step further, and then he just stepped on a landmine.
You know what it is to have these relationships with these big brands, and for him to have that relationship with Adidas and what happened. How do you feel about that situation?
Well, look, all corporations, you got guidelines. Like, it may have been terms in his contract that he could have freedom of speech and say whatever he wants to say, but that made him a little comfortable enough to double down in an area he shouldn't have doubled down in.
Do you have guidelines? Because there's sometimes when I'll see, like, man, you could be a brand and you'll do things, and then I'll see other stuff, and I'm like, what the hell?
No, there's no guidelines. But what I'm saying to you is big in areas that like the goal. Like, if you don't have a goal, like if you're going, what is the purpose of? Like, why is he saying what he's saying? Like, where does that go? Where do you go get to next following that? And I didn't understand where he was going. Like, who he was upset
50's
with.
2 Cent.
I just didn't realize what that was.
Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez.
This right here. Now, like I told you, I don't watch the interviews back, but this one kind of caught on virally because, as you will see here, and 50's going to explain it right here in this director's cut, but 50 has never been one where I felt like he would say something, and I've never seen 50 in interviewing him for like possibly 2 decades. I've never seen him come back and apologize to Ja Rule, Rick Ross, anyone that he's having a so-called beef with. I've never seen him come back and apologize. So this one right here, this piece right here, I know this piece. This piece went extremely viral. And when I say viral, not just what we had in the neighborhood, but every outlet, every outlet that's on social media, TMZ, everybody kind of took this piece right here because you don't see 50 Cent offer any apologies to anyone. And this is him speaking about Megan Thee Stallion.
The guilty verdict, everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna apologize to Megan Thee Stallion. I said some things, and it was because on social media I posted things that when she said she was with Gail, and she said were you intimate with Tory Lanez? And she said, what? And then it was like, no. And I was like, she lying. At that point, I knew she was. She's lying. It wouldn't be no reason for me to be around each other, babe. And then from that, it felt like she was lying to me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, little things would pop up, and I wasn't being supportive of her at that point.
You were a little more vocal.
Yeah, and the only reason why I felt like, at some point you should apologize, I should apologize to her, is because when I heard the phone conversation, that made me feel like, oh, shit. Now I know what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure that was probably what swayed people in court too.
Man, Elon Musk running Twitter.
Before we get into Elon Musk running Twitter, I want to pause right there. And the reason why I want to pause is because I get asked a lot, and it just dawned on me right now while I'm watching 50, right? I get asked this question a lot, and at the moment while I'm sitting down here, I've been in radio professionally for 31 years, right? And I get people that ask me, what's my favorite interview? I don't have a favorite interview, but as I'm sitting here watching 50 right now, I get people that do ask, like, who do you enjoy interviewing the most? And literally, I could say I enjoy 50 Cent in the neighborhood. Like, I enjoy conversation. I enjoy how deep a conversation can get, how light it can get, how he has fun, he answers everything. And it's wild because I never really thought about how much I enjoy. I know I enjoy it over the top, but I never thought when people ask me that question, that low-hanging fruit for someone when they say, who do you enjoy interviewing the most? 50 Cent is, if he's not the favorite, he's one of my favorites. Snoop Dogg, you come in the neighborhood, Snoop is just one of those people that it's not about your album. It's not about being at the Olympics. It's not about buying Death Row back. When Snoop come in, I enjoy having Snoop in. It just right now I just had this revelation where I was like, fuck, I really enjoy 50. And like I said, maybe I'm enjoying it more because I kind of do an interview, then I disappear from it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got to come back like an artist and I'm doing my top songs and I'm doing these songs every night and I know them and I know your reaction. When I do an interview, I just kind of do it and I move past it. So it's crazy. I'm sitting here and I'm really enjoying this conversation and we haven't even got to a lot of it yet, but I just wanted to pop in and just say how much I enjoy this and how much I enjoy 50 Cent in the neighborhood. And I'm so glad that when it comes to 50 Cent, we had a Big Boys Director's Cut where I could really sit down and watch this. And not only that, bro, this is 50 on the screen. Whoever this guy is that's talking with him, the interviewer, he's fucking amazing. Like, have you seen this guy? Dude, have y'all seen this guy that I'm talking about? Jesus Christ. Let's get back to 50 and this guy. I think it's Big Boy, all right? Elon Musk we're talking about.
Yeah, man.
It's another one of those.
And then what he bought it for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm like, but why? But well, I guess it means that these things are controlling more than we think. Mm-hmm. You see how he started putting out some of the stuff in politics.
The Speaker of the House.
Yeah, and being guided
through
like certain things that they was censoring so they didn't surface during the election, and it is controlling the masses through things that a lot of your news comes through social media first, and then
oh my Lord, does it?
You're looking at that
instant.
All right,
I guess I didn't realize that was that important.
Hey, man, it's crazy. I'm scratching my head right now, too, Phil. When we had this conversation, I think the purchase for Twitter, which is now X, was it $46 billion? And at that time, I was telling people, I was like, man, how much was it? $44 billion. And at that time, I was like, why would you spend $44 billion on buying Twitter? And now when but I said it earlier, I said, man, there's a play there. And when we saw the play was the alignment that we had. And I'm pretty sure the $44 billion that Elon Musk spent from Twitter to X, that's already come back. You know what I'm saying? Because you saw the love affair that they had with, Trump and Elon Musk and how contracts was going and titles were going that, to Elon that wasn't warranted, things like that. So of course you would make that kind of investment. And did it sway the vote? Who knows? Yeah, I feel, yeah. But at the time when we're sitting here, there was a line when 50 said, like he didn't know why. You know what I'm saying? And now we see the actual play of what went down what went down. And I'm not gonna do a lot of politics and shit, but what we saw happen with the purchase.
At that point, it tells me that it is a lot more. Sometimes things are simple. It feels like it could be a lot more complex, but when you look at it, why would you want that? Like, I don't understand why you would.
What's the play?
Yeah.
All right, Master P and Romeo. We seen what I thought was a beautiful bond with Master P and Romeo over the years. You see now that Master P and Romeo, they were kind of going at it, father and son. You know what I'm saying? And Romeo said a lot of things about Master P, his father. And you've been in a position where publicly you and your son also went at it as well. Where do you see, what's your 2 cents on Master P and Romeo, knowing that you've been there as well?
Well, I think that their situation is different. Right? I think that
Gotcha.
they may have some like a disagreement, but they'll be back being Master P and Romeo, we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the other, I don't know, he said some things about like money and stuff like that. That stuff is going to come, right? It's going to come back. P is prolific, man. This guy's been the first time I went on a tour, it was with Master P.
Wow.
Ooh.
Like he took me to.
Oh, hold on.
You
I
see
gotta
how
stop here. Like I told you, I don't, and I'm not gonna keep jumping in, but I told you I do not watch my interviews, right? So I told you I skipped through this last night, but oh my God, I hope that he's gonna say what I think he said from remembering this interview about Master P being slick. And is this the interview? Yeah. So this is the interview. The move that Master P made on 50 Cent is laughable now, bro. But oh my God. And watch how you hear the neighborhood explode when he gets to this part about doing business with Master P.
Respect for Master P is.
Yeah, man. 1,000,000,000%.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that he'll find a way.
Yeah.
Like it may not necessarily, even if he's hitting a spot at the moment. Like anybody who has a long enough career has peaks and valleys in it.
Yeah, man.
You know, but he's one of those guys that'll figure it out. And then there's a what I say about P, he was slick big. Like he came, he gave me the money for the 8 shows, right? We did 4 of them. He said, "Oh man, something happened. We got to have to take a break. We'll just come back and do the other 4 later." When I came back to do the other 4, I had already sold 2 million records.
Yeah, man, today's price, huh?
I came back, he had already paid me, so I had to do the shows. But
He put them last 4s together around you.
He knew, big. He was like, yo, look, he came, he's like, this motherfucker's on fire. This is gonna go off. And he said, yo, so he paid for the 8 shows. We did 4 of them, and then he was like, yo, man, it's happening. It's a problem. You know, we're gonna take a break, and then we come back for the last 4. You know, you already got paid, so don't worry. We'll do that.
And you said by that time.
By the time I came back to do the last 4, I was already double platinum. I was like, yo,
no, man, can we renegotiate?
Yeah.
Are you ever, when you get into like a beef, and you're an equal opportunity destroyer? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you will go, do you go after any kids? Because I know you go after men, women. It doesn't matter what nationality, what religion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I try not to.
Do you go into every battle knowing that there's no fear?
Well, yeah. You gotta look. Fear is optional, as always, but danger's real. You know, so you gotta look. You gotta know who you're talking to.
But you talk to everybody, and I don't think that you go and say, "Oh, I'm not saying nothing about this person because this person is a beast."
You know what happened? What I was doing was I don't like to start the thing. I can always.
You
tell
said this before, bro.
Yeah, I can always show you.
So everyone pick on you.
They did.
Right.
Oh, that's something to agitate.
Right.
Me. Like you look.
What did Madonna do?
Madonna, I just looked. I said the first time, I said, look, you gotta adjust. What's going on? You can't be like a virgin at 63.
Right.
That's it. This is
That's Anya Natalia.
You can't do that.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, man.
No, that person, I'm
This gonna get her
adjusting.
mad,
Am
too.
I adjusting?
Right.
My man said you can't be a virgin at 63. And the ladies that you see just going crazy, that's Ani and Natalia. I was not expecting that shit out of his mouth, man. You can't be like a virgin at 63. Jesus
Yeah, that person, I'm
This gonna get her
adjusting.
mad,
Am
too.
I adjusting?
Right.
You see me doing different things, television, to find my core audience again, and
Yeah.
He was a piece of shit.
you watch.
It's a market price right
Yes,
now.
You have to change. You can't be the same artist.
You didn't have a number to call Madonna and say, "Hey, Madonna."
Send her a note.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a 6 degrees of separation
Now, I'm
that
just
you
saying,
could have.
when you see things that like online, because that's really what it is. It's the photographs and stuff that come through the feed.
Right.
And I was like, what? Like, because she had like
Yeah, because she did put it out
stuck
there.
under the bed, like the booty's up in the air, with her head stuck under the bed. At 63, grandma.
Yeah.
Grandma, come from under the bed, grandma.
Yeah. Grandma, are you stuck? Are you stuck? Hell yeah. Waiting for it to hit life alert. All kind of shit.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, I imagine, like, and I'm saying, to my imagination, I go, who's taking the picture?
Oh my God.
Like,
My man said to my imagination, I'm wondering, look at me. Look just look at me right now. You know what I'm saying? He said to my imagination, I'm wondering who's taking the picture. And you know what's wild about this, dude? You're gonna hear him get into how Madonna kind of came at him. You know what I'm saying? But Madonna if you know Madonna, Madonna was like queen shit talker. And then now when you fast forward and 50 went after her, it was like, oh, but poor Madonna. But that fucking yo grandma, that shit killed me. And when he said his mind starts wondering, who took the picture?
I'm like, yo, I imagine, like, and I'm saying, to my imagination, I go, who's taking the picture? Like, is her kids taking the picture?
Lord of this?
Oh man.
Man, come on.
So you put that out and she sees it.
Yeah.
Do you feel bad when she it's like, oh, he's a bully, or do you ever feel bad?
I tell you the truth, Rick. I really was uncomfortable when she kind of jumped out there on the baby.
I mean, I've been on social media. How long ago? Like,
Or the baby said he made a mistake.
oh, the baby. Okay.
He made a mistake. He said some things on stage.
Right.
And she jumped out there like she was going for the kill on him. You know what I'm saying? And I look, I'm going, I know the mistake. I know who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Durk, NBA Youngboy, the baby, they're all 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like I watch them, like those are ones that I look at because I go, oh, I hope they can navigate themselves.
Right.
So they don't
Like, I've
force.
seen this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like now you can send in and make their way through it because
And now the everything is, magnified and amplified now too.
it's
you know?
different big. And you don't see since the pandemic when people do things it's a little more blatant. It's the news. You look at the news and see it's a little more blatant like that. When they come like it's a movie now. It's not even like the murder.
You don't
is
worry
blatant.
about-
no, you're going.
You don't worry about cancel culture, huh?
Huh? Why would you cancel things that are great for the culture?
Right.
Like I mean, like I was like canceled. Like Monique, why is she canceled?
Mm-hmm.
I had to revisit that because it was like it didn't make sense to me, babe. I'm like, so what did she do? She said something you didn't like, so she didn't work for 13 years after that.
Right.
And then I know Tyler wouldn't support that.
Hey, man, this right here, I remember this, how powerful I felt like this was, because Monique, the comedian, actress, I love Monique, right? But she went through something where people weren't booking Monique. Oh, she's hard to work with. And she's even said, when people said that she's hard to work with, what are you doing to shut down this black woman? You know what I'm saying? And when he went into this Tyler Perry piece, and like I said, I haven't watched this, but I remember this moment of what Fifth is about to speak here. I thought that what he said to Tyler the Creator, Tyler Perry, was extremely powerful, right? And what Tyler said, Tyler Perry that is, said back to 50, I thought was one of the greatest pieces of conversation that two strong black men could have had in private, and to publicly speak on it without having malice. I thought 50 did an amazing job right here.
13 years after that.
Right.
And then I know Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah. When I talked to him, he was like, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to
Work with him. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like,
He
I never.
said you're Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry told him, I never told nobody not to work with Monique. And when he said, yeah, but you never told anyone to work with Monique, I thought that shit was so powerful, man. And even in the neighborhood, I wish I would have taken more of a minute and more of a pause to let that really sink in, man, because the 10 plus years that Monique was toxic, you know what I'm saying? And everybody had their reason. There was other people that worked with her, they had their reasons, so on and so forth. But I felt like when 50 had that conversation with Tyler Perry, I thought that shit was amazing. And when Tyler Perry, and you got to listen to after 50 told Tyler, you never told anyone to work with her. Speaking of Monique, it's Tyler Perry, his response that I thought was powerful as well.
I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to
Work with her. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I never looked at it like that.
I never looked at it like that.
Because I said, you just got to consider how strong your influence is at that point, because it hasn't happened.
Like, you say some things that I get scared of.
Yeah.
You know, I get to a point, I'm like, man, do they know my algorithm and seen this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, like this guy, hey, Renee, and Renee is here too. Do you ever get nervous, Renee, when he step away with his phone? Oh, okay. And Renee was like, nah, we've been rocking for years.
Yeah, we've been out here. What's the name? You know what's crazy is, Vic, when the new channels open, right? When you do have the platform, because you got to have a hit that they don't expect for them to look at you like maybe you have something, like you got your finger on the pulse or something. Like Jimmy would go, even Jimmy Iovine would go, when the first time I heard Chief Keef, the shit I don't like. That record,
That's the shit.
I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I played it in with Jimmy because I just got it, like I just heard it, and he was like, get that kid that not him, not Chief Keef, but whoever produced that, get him. That's how Chop got to L.A.
Wow.
Because he needed to put him in the room with Dre. Because whatever musically is going on there is crazy, and that's anything new that's changing. He would look and say, look, Quincy Jones' era of production would be, get me that bass player from over there, that boy's bad, and put him in here with him. He's the best keyboard player this
Right, like
in the
an
world,
all-star
and
team.
bring everybody all together, and it's almost a jam session they already got the song written, they already got everything, and it comes together, gels together as they go. And Jimmy was similar to finding things. Like, so he was looking, what he would do is if he saw something come out and it stood out, like it was significant, he'd go, get that guy, bring him out here so I can get them. Chief Keef ended up coming in the scope too, because me and Eminem was there.
Y'all were like a magnet to people too, though.
Yeah, you look and you go, who's over there? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to sign to the label if nobody's had success that I want to mirror that in that place. Then you're going, nah, I don't know about that. Like, because ain't nobody over there popping, and you're going out, so I'm going to be the only thing there. And even though be the only thing there, like that might be interesting too. But I don't know if they're going to know how to get it to that position.
Hey, man, when we talk about like social media and things like that, and you being up for every fight, there's nothing not that either embarrasses you or like, okay, the penis enlargement lawsuit, I would have disappeared.
No, look, man.
I don't know what this is.
You can't disappear. See, when they do
First off, what is this penis enlargement lawsuit?
Well, it's somebody from a Medi spa that I had got a facial at the spa. I was there with the girl.
Because your skin does look good. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get it together. Yeah, so I'm getting the facial because I'm waiting on her. She doing what she doing, right? And I took the picture with her, and then she puts it up when she says something about penile enhancement.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not, bro, that's defamation of
So you
character,
just
the whole
taking
bunch
a
of stuff.
picture, but you there getting a facial, but then she almost adds it to penis enlargement.
Yes.
Wow. But you didn't get your penis enlarged from her.
My penis was enlarged since I was little.
Okay. So why is it important to go back and get like a slander or defamation of character or whatever this falls under?
It sends a message to the public not to do it. And it's cool. We can go do that until they really wish they didn't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they may
So
not.
this isn't about money. It's principle too. Like, you ain't gonna do that.
Nah, the money, then the lawyers, I spend millions of dollars anyway. Every
Hey,
year.
bro, how much have you spent on lawyers since you've been in the game?
I spent $23 million
23.
on lawyers.
Whoa.
Hey, man, that's what somebody wished that they won in the lottery.
Damn.
And I give it to the lawyers to defend myself at points because I get the lawsuits, whether they pro me or other things that I got to deal with.
Have you ever gotten something where you was like, man, this could end me?
Not really. You know what's ill is I get into these situations and a lot of it is I look at it like it's the cost of business because it's frivolous stuff, but you still have to pay if you want the best attorneys, you have to pay big money. So
Starz season 2, it is definitely going down, man. BMF. How for one, not only having a successful season 1,
right,
and especially with something that we were wondering, man, is this really going to be true? Is it really? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we hold these kind of stories extremely close. And there's a way somebody can always F it up.
Yeah, you can like
you know what I'm saying?
Like the Tupac movie, bro.
Man, and you know what's crazy? When you say the Tupac movie, I liked the Tupac movie, which is crazy.
Dude, it's crazy how people reference and 50 reference the Tupac movie because really, I thought that Tupac movie, like, I enjoyed it. And for some reason, man, when I say that, I'm like the only one in the room that would say, so I got to a point, and I probably shouldn't even say it now, I got to probably stop saying that I enjoyed it because I thought that they did a good job on it. But, you know, and what we're talking about here with BMF is that when you think about BMF, you think about, you know, Big Meech, that was like a movement, you know, and for whatever it is, the dope boy movement. So when you go to touch a story like this, and that's why the Tupac reference as well, there's some stories that are so real that you shouldn't touch them. And that's what BMF could have been to 50 or someone else, like, man, don't F this up. The same way there was that Notorious movie with Biggie that people saw that and they was like, dude, you know, Biggie's too iconic for you to take this and fuck this up. The same way people felt about the Tupac movie as you know, 50 made reference to, there's just some things you don't touch. And I think that's why when we saw Straight Outta Compton with the NWA / Everyone movie, I thought that it was so important that NWA, Dr. Dre, you know, Ice Cube, F. Gary Gray, people that had texture to the actual story were the ones who did the story. And that's why you never hear anyone say anything or something that's really sideways about that particular project. But let's get back into, you know, the Tupac and 50 speaking on BMF.
Somebody can always F it up.
Yeah, you can like
you know what I'm saying?
Like the Tupac movie, bro.
Man, and you know what's crazy? When you say the Tupac movie, I liked the Tupac movie, which is crazy.
Oh, man, they had a hookah in it.
Did it?
They had a hookah in the joint. It was big. It was
Just
stuff
real
that wasn't
quick,
in the
man.
timelines. And
Now,
I'm looking going, what's...
I'm sitting here and Ani is in here,
man.
right? And I'm like a continuity fucking beast. You know, I'll look at a movie and I'll say, oh, you know what? His collar wasn't right here. Or this wasn't... So I'm a continuity beast. But when he brought up, they had a hookah in there, right? Ani that works with me, Ani smokes hookah. And I don't know if you know the history of hookah, Ani. No. But back then in, you know, the 90s, they didn't have hookah?
They did, but it wasn't as popular.
Okay, so maybe he caught something, but maybe they did have hookah. Maybe it's just I want to like the movie so fucking much that I don't want to call out the continuity. But if there was hookah in there, next thing you're going to see a fucking Waymo in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what is an automatic Waymo car doing in here?
Man, they had a hookah in it.
Did it?
They had a hookah in the joint.
That's Ani laughing in the
It was
background.
big. It was stuff that wasn't in the timelines. And I'm looking going, what's...
Oh, man.
Damn. Organically, I thought that following that would be Snoop.
Right.
After that, there's nothing to do but Snoop next. After the success of that project. And then that's why I was waiting for that to get to that.
But go.
When you get the BMF, Big, this is one of those stories that, I had to be around it, closer to it for it to make sure it was the right way. I had two writers the first two guys that I brought on to do it, Josh and Darnell, we struggled with it because Starz was having issues. They kept changing creative executives and stuff like that at the network. So we couldn't just get it in pocket right away. And then they went on, Josh and Darnell, to write the Transformers, the new Transformers movies.
Christ.
They did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They did Hannibal for HBO.
They don't have no credits we know?
But we got two more. They got two new TV shows out of because I had 22 television shows at the present moment across 10 networks. 2 of them are with Josh and Darnell, right? So they were the first choice and not the right choice for BMF.
Gotcha.
Randy Huggins was the guy for it all the way. Like, he's from Detroit. All of that energy that he put in, what up, though? When you walk in, you feel his energy. It's a whole Detroit thing from the D. And he was able to give it something that I don't think that they would have ever nailed that.
Even the casting, though, bro. Like, when you think about, like, man, I'm telling a story that's dear to people, and then you get family.
That's
you, know
crazy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Explain that when I say you get family.
Well, when it is a family drama. You know, when you start out, it's two brothers, like, and little brother following his big brother.
Yeah.
Into a lifestyle, and you know, we know how often that's the way things go. Like, the younger brother follows his big brother into anything. You know what I mean? And that is, it's some of it is universal. Like, it's just the way we function as people. But the story, I think it works so well, like, because it's I think that's the part that everybody understands, the family portion of it, the family drama, and then you add the stakes of how I like to say the lifestyle, the fast life, and then you put, because you know they made it so far. I look at BMF like it's a long version of the Push It to Your Limit montage. You know, when Tony's got the tiger and the weddings in the back and the bags of money are going to the bank. Like, it's because it kind of goes upward the entire time. So that aspirational thing that is within our culture, within hip hop and youth culture, is going to completely be gratified with every season, because they're getting bigger and they're getting bigger and they're getting
Hey, man, and when you get, like, you know, everybody, Big Meech, the name, even people that don't know Meech, or even that weren't even alive or didn't even know about BMF.
Right.
People, either they knew about Big Meech then or they know now, you know, but then when you go and you do your casting, how does that fall into your hands?
Well, look, I did a casting in Atlanta for BMF, right? And 3,200 people showed up. It's like that, streets blocked off. It was crazy. Like, and this is the beauty of it, Big, because people understand the characters that are in these shows. They're going, these are not 3,200 trained actors.
Right.
These are 3,200 people that are like, yo, let me see.
Yeah. I could pull this off.
I could pull this off. I could get, I know the character. I know what to do.
This is me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you see people, flawed characters that have imperfections that you relate to, that you know somebody like that, or you know someone would do that, then it's easier for you to feel like you could connect with it and perform it.
How many Big Meeches do you look at before you find a Big Meech that's just in the bloodline?
We had so many, like, people come through to read the different lines. They was reading the lines and doing it, and it was like, yo, it's cool. And I was like, I'm looking, and I'm like, yo, why? Because Lil Meech is sitting there.
Yes.
Braids, he got BMF tattooed on his neck. He's like, I'm like, yo.
He's watching other people audition to play his dad.
Sat right next to me above me. And then I'm going, yo, when I left the auditions, I flew back, and I called him the next morning, and I said, yo, how about you play him? And he go, I said, because I had to, I moved him to L.A. To get him out of Atlanta, to move him to L.A. So he can work with acting coaches. And then Tasha Smith's was one of the strong influences with developing Meech.
You know, what's wild about that is how he said there was 32 people who showed up to actually, you know, do auditions. And it's just people kind of like, oh, you know, I know Big Meech's story, or there's an opportunity that comes to Atlanta, Georgia. Let me just try it. And as he's sitting there and he's trying to find this character or an actor to play, you know, Big Meech, he's sitting right next to Big Meech's son. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. And that's why I asked him, I said, so people are sitting and they're watching, he's watching people audition to play his dad. And when Fifth say, man, why don't you play it? When you saw Straight Outta Compton, and that same thing happened with Ice Cube with Straight Outta Compton. Because with Straight Outta Compton, you needed someone to play Ice Cube. And The person that ended up playing Ice Cube was his son, O'Shea Jr., played Ice Cube in the movie Straight Outta Compton. So when you see that, and he got the same kind of flack, he got the same shit like, oh, you know, that was handed to him, that was this. And when you hear that 50 said, no, I had to send Lil Meech out to do acting classes, and I got him with acting coaches, so on and so forth, that's the same thing that Ice Cube had to do with O'Shea, with Junior, was, you know, I'm not giving you this role just to give it to you because you're my son. You got to nail this shit. So when you saw what O'Shea did with Straight Outta Compton playing Ice Cube, and you got to think, I'm an Ice Cube fan, and that's the same way I said I felt like they could have messed up BMF as a television project. They could have messed up Straight Outta Compton just with not using, just because we want to use the ones that my loved one. I want to put my son in the movie. But actually seeing someone really pull it off the way Lil Meech did for his pops Big Meech, the same way that we saw O'Shea, you know, Jr., the way that we saw him pull off his dad, Ice Cube. When you see those kinds of work and other people out on the other side saying, nah. And then if you remember with Straight Outta Compton, with Lil Easy not playing Eazy-E, there was something to that where even I was like, damn. But then when you saw Jason Mitchell, what he did with Eazy-E's part, playing Eazy-E, I thought that Jason Mitchell did an amazing job in Straight Outta Compton. I thought that he embodied that. And I'm from LA, you know what I'm saying? And I looked at this different because I was a fan first, but I thought that he really pulled that shit off. And I just recently saw an interview, and if anybody know the interview, but it's an interview where DJ Yella sat down, and I think it was, is it with Keyshawn? Anybody know this podcast? With Keyshawn, right? So with Keyshawn Johnson? Yeah, so it's Keyshawn Johnson, man. They got this great like LA podcast that's going down, right? And so Yella and Eazy-E, Lil Easy, were on this podcast. And it was one part where they were talking about, and I haven't seen the entire interview, but I'm talking about a clip, where they were saying that, paraphrasing, that they didn't want Lil Easy to play the part where Easy had to announce and he had to play the role of him dying from AIDS like his father. You know, so that's when I think Lil Easy, and shout out to you, bro, you're an amazing human being. That's the part where he was like, years later, he was like, damn, maybe beforehand, but he was like, yeah, I understand what that meant. And he even gave it back to Jason. He said Jason did a hell of a job. Let's get back to this 50 Cent Big Boy director's cut.
Working with him until he was ready to actually do it. And then when he came, like, first he got, they didn't take it big. Like, he made a bad tape. He made the bad tape, and he was like, yo, he was so down, and I was like.
But you could see it?
Yeah. I know he was, I've seen him perform that better than that.
Right.
In the tape. So I'm like, no, don't worry. Yo. Like, it was good for him, though, because when he realized,
and these are the executives that's also kind of had a word, a decision making. Because
they're going, look, you got a new actor, you're going to put him in the lead?
Right. And then not just being the bloodline, because he could F it up. It's not like it's authentic, like, oh, it's his son. Like, he could have did bad.
Yeah. Now, Big, now you going, once I see him performing it and it's not bad, and I had, you know, people watching over him, like did multiple workshops going on at the same time, he's in class and acting every day. So he spent about how long was it? About 12 months?
Damn.
12, 16
And no
months.
acting before, right?
No, just.
And that's a whole, usually you get other actors that have that kind of discipline.
Right.
Like, man, I'm going to lock myself in on this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For somebody that's not their passion too, to lock in.
But he already was his superhero. His dad.
Yeah.
I mean, so, you know, all of the stories, all of the things that he had all that information. And then with Meech, he go, yo, I don't know if you intended to do it when you did that, but you moved him closer to me.
Wow.
Because he's spending his time memorizing the lines.
Yeah.
And feeling like this happened. So when did this? Like now when he talks to him, he's talking to him different. Like
Yeah, he probably learned a lot in those pages too,
Yeah.
and even just the research and everything.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, I think. Look, from there, I'm gonna straighten him up too, because what's the name now? He's doing a little too much outside.
Yeah. It comes with the stardom. BMF season 2, man. Make sure you guys check it out. New night Friday, January 6th. Make sure you guys check it out. We got 50 Cent in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.
Thank you. 50 Cent, Big Boy's director's cut right there, man. Like I said, 50 is one of those people I really enjoy coming to the neighborhood, man. And having 50 do 50's 2 cents and hitting them with topical things that was going on at the time, and 50 having dialogue and have a conversation with us, man. I really enjoy just having dude in the neighborhood, man. And I'm telling you, when it comes to just what we're doing here, when it comes to these Big Boys directors cuts, I get a chance to kind of watch back my moments in time as well, because I told you I do not watch my interviews. So sitting back, and of course you get a little critical. You're like, oh, damn, I wish I would have asked this, I would have asked that, but it's a moment in time, and in a moment in time that I can't go back and erase or correct or say, oh, I wish I would have did this. But I enjoy watching director's cuts, man. So thank you guys for hanging out once again. That was 50 Cent right there, Big Boy's director's cut. And as we do with YouTube or any, follow us on all of our platforms, But with YouTube, make sure that you like, share, you subscribe to the channels, and y'all have yourselves a great day. And there's more Big Boys director's cuts coming. And we are